could say I wasn't smart enough to graduate, guys. And then ultimately, I went and worked for a member of the House. She was a Democrat, Senator Sinema of Arizona. She took John McCain's position. I worked for her as an advisor. I've worked lobbying with nonprofits. And I come from the class of people that believe that Democrats and Republicans need to work together. And somebody in your chat asked, what's going on here? It's ultimately me since I'm on Santana's live, coming up and showing the first grace of respect. And he saw that as a respectful individual and he's giving it back. That's what's happening here.
Yeah.
So just want to say that. Yeah, you're a very respectful person. I'm glad we got to talk.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dean, what's going on?
What's going on,
Oh my
bro?
God. Withers, this guy. Everybody tags Dean Withers that I got to debate this guy.
So Santana, I just some big news dropped. And I was coming up here to just, talk to, I just would need to ask a Trump supporter about it. And I saw that you were live, so I thought I'd come in here for a second.
Do it, bro.
I don't know. Maybe you've already been talking about it a little bit, but I mean, I don't know. I just popped in here. Yo, Chris, you're MAGA, right?
100%.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the Epstein files?
I believe that the narrative is being pushed by the left, that ultimately there's some sort of master list. And that freaking psychopath Bondi that's about to be replaced was saying that she had a master list, but the White House had to come back and ultimately say, hey, listen, there was no master list. It's just the files. And so literally Trump did a big dump in January. And I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about this. I don't want to get the live banned because
you're good. You won't.
Yeah, sorry. I'm in your world, but that's my initial thought on it.
You're good.
So, I mean, even Trump said that he was going to drop the list. Now, I mean, do you think that the Epstein files exist?
I don't think that there's a master list because the executive branch has clearly stated that there's not.
Right. No. I'm just talking about the files, about whatever sent Maxwell to jail, whatever incarcerated Epstein. Do you think that those files exist?
Well, I haven't looked into the actual court documents, so I can't tell you. I haven't seen the exact evidence.
Can we agree that, since 2019, particularly Trump supporters have been very riled up about the Epstein files? That's something that's very popular to talk about.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And thanks for being respectful, Dean. We've never talked before, but everybody, I just started doing lives about a month and a half ago.
Chris,
everybody tags me.
Lock in, Chris. Come on, focus on what Dean
Sorry,
said.
no, I like showing respect. You guys are bigger at this than I am. And so ultimately, I'm just trying to show respect. This is honestly how I treat people on a day-to-day basis.
What if I told you that as of 2 hours ago, Donald Trump called the Epstein files a Democrat hoax that were created by Obama and Biden, and said that we are all giving too much time and energy to Epstein and that we need to stop focusing on him? And since he's made that post, hundreds of thousands of Trump supporters across this country have literally fucking turned on him. Hundreds.
Yeah, it's not. But that's how powerful. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
If you go on X right now and just type in Trump on Twitter, on X, okay, that's MAGA Central. You type in Trump, every single post you will see is a Trump supporter saying that they can't support this. If you go on Truth Social, and you go to Donald Trump's own tweet, you will see thousands of Trump supporters in the replies saying that he needs to release them or he needs to be fired. Actually, Santana, can you put me on the big screen real quick?
Yeah.
I'm getting backed into a corner. Listen, thanks for the pause. I need to intellectually conceive this.
No, for sure, man. And I'm actually going to go ahead and show you some of the responses to Donald Trump's post. So this is from Grumpy Deplorable in Truth Social. He says, "Not buying it, Mr. President. Downplaying this without disclosing the truth of Epstein is island. Ghislaine locked up for supposedly non-existent issue, Mossad, CIA involvement, etc. It's too far to dismiss." Right. That's just one from a Trump supporter. Let's go ahead and check out another one here. AJ says, "Read the room." Okay. Trump campaigned on full transparency. And you need to deliver full transparency or be fired. Let's see what some other people say. Tyler says, "Mr. President, you didn't. You did make the promise." Lighthouse says, "Sorry, this isn't holding water." Now, if you go on any of these social media websites, you will just see the same thing over and over and over and over again. You could take me off the big screen now. So Chris, what are your thoughts?
My initial thoughts are absolutely the radical left has sensationalized something that's not true. Pam Bondi is insane. They're thinking about replacing her. She's completely turned on Trump, and it's disgusting. Like, listen, there's no evidence of a master list besides Bondi misspeaking in the middle of the night after she had a bottle of whiskey.
Chris, slow down. Question for you: who is Dan? I know I'm going to mess up his name. Bengino. There we go. Dan Bengino. I always mess up his name.
Oh, the assistant director of the FBI.
Cool. Who is Kash Patel?
The director of the FBI.
Okay. What happened with Bengino yesterday? Or Bengino?
Oh, he's talking about stepping down. Listen, people are turning on Trump.
Sure. And what happened with Kash Patel today?
Oh, I don't know. Is there new news about Kash? You guys are hitting me with some new shit here.
Both the deputy FBI director and the FBI director yesterday, Bengino, didn't show up to work, right? He is so against the Trump administration covering up the Epstein files, and Kash Patel is in the same boat now. Both of them are considering stepping down, and they're trying to blame Pam Bondi for not releasing the files, but Donald Trump specifically called on Pam Bondi not to release the files.
This is exactly what you radical lefts do. I'm sorry, it is. I'm serious. I'm getting fired up because, listen, you radical lefts sensationalize stories like this. You draw these long, drawn-out narratives. You're poetic in your justice, but your justice is not just within itself.
This is coming from Trump supporters.
From the right.
You can't call this radically left.
It's literally coming from the right.
Some people make mistakes. I think going against Trump, listen, I'm a guy, you will never catch me going against the head of the Republican Party. You're not going to back me into a corner. So, listen, you definitely have with this new information. I got to investigate this. And I didn't know so many Trump supporters were turning around on him. But ultimately, Trump is the best president I truly think of my lifetime.
So Epstein's lawyer confirmed a list. Pam Bondi confirmed a list. Donald Trump said he would release this list. The list is what got Maxwell in jail.
Hold on. I got something for you. Dean, have you heard this one?
Release the list. Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Oh my God!
Do you know who that was?
There's no master list.
Hold on, Chris. Hold on, Chris. Yes, Dean. Do you know how long ago that was, though?
That was on Theo's podcast like 3 weeks ago.
Yes, just a couple of weeks ago. That was JD Vance himself saying, "Yes, we need to release the list." Literally.
There is no master list. This has been conceived by your own imagination, sir.
But why did JD Vance say that we need to?
JD Vance just said it.
Because there was an impression, because of the sensationalized media, that a list created. Honestly, what do you think this is? Do you think that this evil guy, this psychopath, Jeffrey Epstein, which, by the way, he just worked himself into power. He didn't know Trump personally. This psychopath, you think he had a master list with all the bad guys on it? Nobody does that. That's in the movies. And that's just like the media. They sensationalize things. They create new realities that you didn't know exist before. And then they operate in that and they slam Trump down.
Yeah, sure. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Lindsay, thank you so much for the 20. I've lost count how many times he said he feels and thinks without bringing facts to back it up. Yeah, that's a whole thing. What? Also, Tiana, thank you for the $1. Yeah, listen, I know. I'm not even going to read this out, but Tiana, I definitely know. Guys, if you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Santana Speaks 24, best way to support the live. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Also over on YouTube. What up, YouTube? What up, Twitch? Make sure you hit the like button and follow. You can support with the YouTube super chat. And also make sure we take care of Dean while he's up here. Guys, make sure we actually show Dean some love. Make sure we gift Dean and make sure that we do all the wonderful things. Sorry, go ahead, Dean.
That's very kind of you, Santana. Hmm? So you don't like Pam Bondi. What if I told you that Trump thinks Pam Bondi's perfect?
No, he doesn't, because he's trying to replace her. Show me the fact for that, sir. He's trying to replace her right now. They're flying in somebody to do an interview right now.
You got it. Put me on the big screen.
Oh,
I got you.
Jesus, this guy on the big screen.
Yeah, this guy on the big screen. It's kind of getting cut off, but you could still see it. Second sentence. They're all going after Attorney General Pam Bondi, who's doing a fantastic job. We're all on one team, and I don't like what's happening. We have the perfect administration, the talk of the world.
When was that dated, sir? Can you show me the
hours
date?
ago.
Because from what I understand, that Pam Bondi is being replaced, and the
Okay,
Trump
well,
administration despises her. The Trump
Then
administration, because
then
of
you
what
think
Pam
wrong.
Bondi said. No, Dean, hold on, please let me talk. Because of what Pam Bondi said, the White House had to respond and literally tell them that she was not talking about a list, just the files that she had on her desk. She's absolutely delusional.
Dude, this was 2 hours ago. My
It's-
information's better than yours.
Exactly. Like, Chris, you keep talking about multiple things, but like all of the actual evidence stacks up against what you're saying, right? Whether we can talk about the fact that you're saying that there's no list, but multiple people within Trump's orbit and even Trump himself ran on releasing the list. But you can talk about the most recent people acknowledging the list. And then you can talk about the support that Donald Trump has had for Pam Bondi. Like, you keep trying to say that this is a made up initiative by the left, but it's the right who has perpetuated this. It's the right that's been on this like a rabid dog. And now it's Donald Trump, the Trump administration, shutting down something that so many Trump supporters wanted and actually voted for Trump on. So what are we talking about?
Right. And then also, how do you feel about the fact that he said Obama wrote it?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I think Obama was a complete psychopath that tried to seduce the right and say that there's no red and blue in America, that there's no right and left, that there's no Republicans and Democrats. And Obama did terrible things. I think he's one of the worst presidents of our lifetime.
God.
And ultimately, he seduced the right and tried to convince them that we could kumbaya get along while he was just entrenching the Democratic power and trying to push these radical social justice programs. It's insane.
Question. How could Obama write these fake files on Epstein that led to Epstein's arrest and Maxwell's arrest in 2019, right under Trump's nose when Trump was president?
I wouldn't be surprised. Obama's disgusting.
Did he do it right under Trump's nose when Trump was president?
Listen, all I know is Biden had these files and they didn't release anything on Trump. They certainly looked at them.
Biden wasn't
They
even.
certainly looked at him,
This
sir.
was in 2019 when Trump was president.
Listen, you're just a radical leftist trying to undermine Trump and
I'm a
show that he's a
radical
bad
leftist?
person. Trump is a fantastic
Yo,
president and a
Chris,
man of God.
You're going to lose it when you hear this. The argument that I just gave you is actually an argument that I read from a Trump supporter on Twitter. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, they've been so brainwashed that this story is true by the left-leaning media. You turn it on this morning, I saw it on ABC. It literally was just smashing on this list. This list obviously doesn't exist. It's insane to think that there's some big conspiracy with a bunch of powerful people trying to cover it up. It sounds insane.
Chris, one more time.
Release the list. Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Who was that, Chris?
It's JD Vance.
No, I honestly couldn't tell.
That's JD Vance on Theo
was-
Van's podcast.
Oh, sorry. It was mumbled by your
So it was
microphone
JD
that
Vance
just
brainwashed
spits
too.
all this Democratic, left-leaning, radical misinformation about Trump.
Oh, then also,
Sure.
wait. Keep in mind that JD Vance also went on the podcast and said that we need to release the list after those binders were released to some MAGA influencers in the first 20 days in office.
So what are you
Yes.
proposing? Why don't you just come out and say it? Stop dancing around the issue.
No, I'm just seeing how, what your response is to these facts. Go ahead and respond to the fact that JD Vance said there was a list 3 weeks ago, and this was months after they said that they were going to release the files and had already apparently released the files to some influencers. What are your thoughts? Is he brainwashed by ABC too?
I think that he had misinformation. He's the vice president. We all know they're secondary to the president, and they have no power. They're not even in intel briefs half the time.
So I just want to clarify. The vice president has gotten it wrong, right? Millions of people, on your own side, have gotten it wrong. In fact, when I repeated one of their arguments to you, you called it a radically leftist argument. But everyone's got it wrong, but you. And then even when you said that they were trying to replace Bondi, then I show you the screenshot where Donald Trump says he loves Bondi and she's perfect 2 hours ago. I mean, you just kind of fumbled and didn't say anything back. Listen, man, I'm going to be honest. This is Trump's Watergate. We don't know what the hell's going on. The base is fracturing. Get out of the sinking boat while you can. And Santana, I hope you understand now why I came up here with all this information. Because
Yeah, sure,
holy
whatever, dude.
fuck,
You're just
this
mad
is a
because
big
Trump
deal.
owns the White House, the Senate, the House, the Supreme Court. It's stacked. If things continue this way, Democrats are going to have power for the next 25 freaking years, and
That's
you're just
not
going to be
why.
crying on
No,
TikTok the
no,
whole time, Dean.
this is just another like crazy red herring. Keep in mind, I've been repeating arguments I've been reading from Trump supporters. Why would Republican Trump supporters on Truth Social, fucking that grizzly deplorable guy, be mad at this? Why are they mad that Democrats won't have power? Is that what they're mad at?
And
Listen,
that's
do you like
wait,
Truth
Chris,
Social? Are you on Truth
Chris,
Social?
hold on, Chris, I need you to engage with this. Or actually, hold on. Massive W's in the chat for Carol. Carol sent a $50 donation saying, "I always watch Dean, but have never gifted him. Please give this to him. I'll send it over, Carol, for sure. Thank you so much for that $50 donation. We'll get it over. I need you to actually engage with this. Why is it that people on the right, everything that we've spoken about, every single thing that we've spoken about, we haven't talked about anyone on the left. You've mentioned Obama, but we talked about everyone on the right, whether it's, the FBI director, deputy FBI director, Pam Bondi, JD Vance, specifically Trump supporters on Twitter, like everybody, every bit of information that we've given you has been from the people on the right, but you're not engaging in the sense of it's not the left. It's not the left.
And Santana, let's not forget when Elon Musk said,
yes, Elon said it.
Files. And when Elon Musk said that Steve Bannon was in the files too. Wow.
Yes, everybody who
also
wasn't
massive W's for Carol who sent another $50 donation for me. Carol, you're fucking awesome. Thank you, Carol. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, no. So
everybody who wasn't in an intelligence briefing is spitting misinformation because they've been lied to by the media. The media is a left-leaning institution. The majority of people who come, yes, it is 93% of all reporters are on the left.
Stop it! You can't say that. You just can't say that about Elon. Elon is so anti-liberal media. He spent like $50 billion on X to do something about it, and you're saying that he was misinformed by ABC? Get a grip.
Listen, Elon is trying to make his own political party. He's been absolved by power. He's absolutely gone bonkers. He's going up against the entire Republican Party, the entire MAGA party, the entire conservative movement. And he's saying that his little X site is going to ultimately revolutionize America. It's not going to happen.
There's always an explanation.
Hold on 1 second, Chris. Hold on. Dean, I would like to try something if you got a few more minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Get in the box if you're a Trump supporter. I want to see, is there any other Trump supporter that's actually willing to engage with this? Because I would love to hear from any other Trump supporter who would be willing to engage with what's being said from the right. I genuinely mean this. It has to be someone who's willing to actually engage in this information that's on the right.
You'll find somebody. You'll find somebody. There's been a fair bit of Trump supporters that have been turning on him. You'll be able to find someone for sure.
Julie, are you a Trump supporter?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down.
Nicholas, thank you so much for the $25 on Venmo saying effing cooked Chris on Santana's live stream. Yeah, man, I'm not honestly, I'm hungry as hell. I haven't eaten dinner yet. I literally just I took some time out of my day. I found one of my friends who was live talking to Trump supporters because I just had to talk about this. This is a crazy fucking update. This is seriously Trump's Watergate.
It is. And Chris,
you guys are freaking radicalized. All you do is you sit around all day coming up with negative stories about Trump. Literally, it's so conspiratorial.
This is not our story.
This would be like a demonic type situation in a movie where some demonic president ultimately has this master list that he's indicated on. This isn't true. This is how it's said in the movies. It's freaking ridiculous. And it's pushed by left-leaning liberal radicals. That's exactly where it's coming from. And I'm not surprised it's coming from you two either.
We've only spoken from the position of people on the right.
Right. No, our sources are JD Vance. Our sources are Pam fucking Bondi. Our sources are Elon Musk. Our sources are literally people on Truth Social with Trump 2038 in their name. Our sources are everybody but radical leftists, dude. Literally, open your eyes, Chris. I don't want to hear you use the phrase radical leftist one more time.
What are
If
you talking about?
do,
You're so
I'm gonna
radical,
clown
man.
on you.
You're like a socialist, man.
So JD Vance is too. Elon Musk is too. Everybody on Truth
Exactly.
Socials are socialists. They're all just socialists. Pam Bondi, socialist. Everybody
Cash
on Truth
Patel.
Socials. Cash
Like,
Patel,
what are
socialist.
we doing?
Right. You know, like what are we doing, Chris? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, but ultimately, that's all you radical leftists want, and I say that seriously. You conceal your power behind programs of social justice while you're trying to convince the right that you want to be friends. We know you don't. You just want to enrich yourselves through NGOs and nonprofits,
Hey,
and ultimately push the left-leaning
has
agenda.
Donald Trump? How much has Donald Trump acquired since being back in office? How much has he grown his wealth since being back in office?
He's actually lost wealth, sir, because he was
You're
running $1 billion empire.
You're lying. He's gained 40% of his total wealth since getting back in office, and he's made over $500 million on his cryptocurrency. He literally has a new random backer who just bought $100 million in cryptocurrency, and they don't know anything about this person. Literally, he's making money hand over fist being in office. Paula, thank you so much for, Paul, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Chris said today the gas is $2.03 on average in the US. It's not even close. Shelby, thank you for the $5.
No,
Happy
actually,
Saturday,
she got me.
Santana.
That was the only thing I was wrong about
Lord,
earlier.
this guess is Delulu. If Trump said 2 + 2 is 5, he would fall in line and parrot it. Thank you so much for the donation, guys.
No, I admit on my live, I said 203. I meant 302. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I have a little
Chris,
bit of dyslexia.
I'm not gonna lie, man. At this point, it's just embarrassing. Like, give it up, bro. Like, even the own party's like eating itself, turning on Trump. All right, like you don't want to be one of like the remaining few like ultra cult members. Like, at some point, you just gotta step back, let the defense down, and let the truth in, because this is getting really embarrassing. And unfortunately, to your disservice, right? It's not going to be just millions of these radical leftist socialists that agree with me. Right now, it's also millions of Trump supporters, or I guess ex-Trump supporters.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's worth it. But anyways, Santana, I am
Hold
going
on, Dean, real quick before you go. I know for a fact that you like magic.
I do.
Dean,
I do.
Would you like to see a magic trick?
I'd love.
What the hell is this? Is this a left-leaning circle jerk? What's going on?
Hold on one second, Chris. Hold on one second, Chris. Dean, I'm going to show you a magic trick. Poof.
It's funny as hell. Hey, Santana, have a great rest of your day and have so much fun with this information.
Yeah, thank you for coming up with that. Holy smokes, I did not see it. I appreciate you, bro.
Of course, bro. Take care. Peace.
All right, have a good one. All right, guys, we're going to get some more Trump supporters up here. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone to support Donald Timothy Trump, get in the box. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. Guys, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. This is the new account. This is the main account. This is the new account. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you actually hit that follow button and follow this account. If you are following it, send your daily heart. It's only one coin. It helps push us out to the live. And also make sure you set your reminders so you know when I go live, because again, wasn't really planning on going live. I just kind of ended up going live. And so we're here. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into it, guys. Remember, please, please, please only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are not talking to friendlies. We are only looking for Trump supporters. Debbie's in the chat for Marie over on YouTube, who sent a $9.99 YouTube super chat to say, Santana, I want to spread my donations between you, Parker, and Dean. Is Santana Speaks 24? Yes. Santana Speaks 24 is my donation. You can send a Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Yes, it absolutely is. Thank you so much for that $9.99 YouTube super chat. If anyone else likes to support, you can definitely do so over on YouTube. We're going to get a few more people in here so we can go ahead and get the debates going. Again, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are not talking to friendlies. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. Let's see here. Jack, are you a Trump supporter? I guess Jack is not a Trump supporter. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 200. I'm sorry, let's get the likes up to 250,000 likes. Tap the screen, share the live. If you can share it out, maybe one time. There's 2,000 people hanging out in here. Make sure that you're liking the stream. I know that there's Trump supporters in here. Did we just scare everyone off? Are you guys really afraid now? Do you guys really have nothing to say? Papa, are you a Trump supporter? Papa, are you a Trump supporter? Okay, I'm gonna take that as a no and drop you down. That's wild. Let's see. McLeod, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am, sir.
All right, perfect. Hey, McLeod, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Do you want to play a game?
McLeod, which one did you vote for? More cruelty, higher prices, less freedom, the love of isms and phobias, or did you just want a king?
I wanted a king.
I figured.
No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. What I really wanted was I wanted more of a free country, and I'm actually more of a libertarian. And with Democrats, they're higher on things like less border control, higher like welfare, things of that nature, which takes from the American people. And like if you think about the Australian system of belief for economics. Sorry.
Why are you laughing? Are you being disingenuous?
Oh no, I'm being serious. The Austrian system of economics focuses on like giving people more rights and more use of their money. So when people are being taxed at higher rates, funds and stuff like that, it really like motivates me to keep voting for.
Wait, what do you mean Marco Rubio cutting funds? What are you referring to?
Have you not seen this recent like State Department cuts?
Okay. I mean, I get what you're saying. I thought I was confused by your statement. So you're saying that the government agencies are cutting back on the amount that they're actually spending in said government agencies.
Yeah, and I'm here to learn. So if you can add like a different perspective, I'm more than welcome to.
Sure. Give me 1 second. Guys. Hey, just an FYI, there's still 1.8 thousand of us hanging out here. This is the backup account. Go ahead and hit that follow on the backup account because I'm getting ready to drop it down. Make sure you're following my backup account just in case. Listen, I go MAGA hunting on my backup account. So make sure if you like to see me out in the wild chasing MAGA, go ahead and hit that follow, and I'm gonna drop that account down. And if you see the word follow up there, make sure you follow that account. Hey, McLeod, quick question for you. What year were you born?
2002.
How old are you? Yeah.
22.
Yeah. No. All right. What up, E?
The rent.
I know that's right. Guys, listen, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only talking to Trump supporters. We are not talking to friendlies. We are only talking to Trump supporters. Please, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. W's in the chat for Marie. Marie, thank you so much for that $13 donation. That's my budget for the day, but I really enjoyed how unbothered you are. It drives them nuts. You shut it down so easy. Listen, the reason why I'm so unbothered is because I'm just really not, Marie. I mean, that's why I'm unbothered. They cannot phase me. Belly, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm a Mexican American, and I just wanted to take this time real quick.
Belly, are you a Trump supporter?
No.
Okay, cool. I needed you to start with that.
Important.
Sure, but hey, Belly.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Please respect my boundaries. This is not the space for it. If you want to get a message across, you can actually get a message across to me, but I refuse to have you come up here and actually go against what I'm saying. Please respect my boundaries. We are only looking for some debates. This is not an opportunity for you to, do whatever you want to do. If you want to get a message across, get permission first. Consent is important. Sage, are you a Trump supporter?
Sage don't know they're here.
I don't think so. Holy smokes. Sage is at a quinceañera.
You said it right. Look at you.
I know.
Oh my God.
Listen, I can say words. I can definitely say words.
And me.
Guys, if you like to support, you can do so at Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, make sure you're liking the stream and make sure you give me a follow. A lot of people watch, but they don't necessarily follow. Make sure you follow. And guys, while Erica's hanging out up here, make sure we take care of Erica as well. Make sure we gift her and make sure we hit her pay links, her PayPal, her Venmo. Make sure we do all the wonderful things. Jacob, are you a Trump supporter?
I am a Trump supporter.
Okay, cool. Jacob, what year were you born?
2007.
How old are you?
18.
What month?
January.
Okay. All right. Hey, Jacob, question for you.
What's up?
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Jacob, which one did you vote for? More cruelty, higher prices, less freedom, the love of isms and phobias, or did you just want a king?
Well, it kind of sounds like you described Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
So I voted for. I at the time I didn't vote, but if I could, I would have voted for Trump.
Okay, fair. Okay, so you said that the things that I listed off describes Kamala Harris, which, you know, emphatically is not true, but that means you want to play the game. Cool. So prove me wrong. Pick one of the things on the background and tell me how Donald Trump does not actually exemplify all of those, or any of them. Just pick one.
So you said less freedom under Trump.
Yeah.
Could you? Well, hold on. I think we have to be clear that complete freedom isn't a good thing because that means anarchy. But I feel like Trump has limited our welfare. He's protecting our Second Amendment and defending.
He's not.
He's not protecting our Second Amendment? How is that?
No. Who was the last president to actually violate our Second Amendment right?
Well, there have been multiple presidents.
No. Who was the last president to violate our Second Amendment right?
Probably Obama.
I can give you a hint. Bump stocks.
Was that
who put a ban on bump stocks?
The last president to actually violate the Second Amendment right was Donald Jimothy Trump himself. He actually instituted the bump stock ban, which the Supreme Court said was unconstitutional, and at the same time advocated for taking away people pew-pews without giving them due process, which, you know, is a thing of his.
Well, you know, I'm not exactly sure how I mean, if that is true, which I don't believe it is, you have Obama who did the same
Wait. What's not true? That the Supreme Court ruled that Donald Trump was violating the Second Amendment right with his bump stock ban?
No. That well, I mean, who introduced the bill to Congress?
The Trump administration. It was actually brought to Congress and signed into law by Donald Trump.
And was that in his first term or second term?
Yes, it was in his first term.
And what was do you know what the bill name was called?
We can pull it up, but help me understand, right? Again, you said that if that is true, the Supreme Court has actually ruled on it and struck down the bump stock ban. That's why it's no longer in place.
Well, I mean, at least the Supreme Court clearly defined to us that the Second Amendment is indeed our right and that no president can take it away.
Yeah, I hear
even
you. But
even if it was Trump, but I don't believe it was.
Well, again, literally, all you have to do is look up the bump stock ban. Look up the bump stock. Have you not heard of this?
I mean, I heard about it during when we had that shooting in Florida, but I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think.
But see, and you know what's funny? That's why Donald Trump said that we should take away people's weapons and then go through due process. And he said that specifically to Mike Pence, with Mike Pence actually tried to pull him back and say, "Hey, no, we can't do that. You know, we need to make sure that we actually allow them to go through that." And then after that. Trump then said, no, I'm sorry. Some people are just so bad that we have to take the weapons away first.
I just really want to correct some information here.
And it was an EO. I messed up. I know.
Okay. I'm just making sure we know.
And, I'm sorry.
And it wasn't after Florida.
Legislation. But no. The video that between him and Pence was after Florida.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of ironic because Joe Biden was also one of the ones that said he wanted to take guns away and then
But did he?
process.
So no, he didn't. Actually, he
can look
didn't.
that
Joe
up.
Biden
It's on
didn't
USA
pass
Today.
any gun legislation as president, whereas Donald Trump tried, as per usual, via executive order after the Las Vegas mass pew-pewing in October of 2017. He did, in fact, issue a ban on bump stocks, and like Santana said, the Supreme Court found that it was unconstitutional. So Donald Trump is, in fact, the last president to actually do any type of, basically, I guess, take any action against gun safety.
Yep. And it was after Las Vegas.
Yeah, after Las Vegas, the Country Music Festival.
Yep.
Well, I mean, look, really quick, because I feel like there's an even huger claim you're putting out here, and it's that you want a king. Could you be more clear and elaborate on that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're pivoting, but that's cool.
I am pivoting because clearly this is going to be a dead wall with the evidence.
No, you're pivoting because you lost that one. But cool.
No,
I'll
concede.
Evidence too. So,
what evidence do you have?
I brought the Joe Biden comment, which you guys denied, but it's on USA Today.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's say. Wait. Let's say that Joe Biden did say that. Cool. And just like Donald Trump did say that they should take the pew-pews away and not give them due process. Cool. Both of them actually, quote unquote, said something. Who actually did something?
Then again, I'm gonna have to come.
No, Jacob. Who actually did something?
Well, I'm gonna have to come. I mean, I don't know if
Jacob. Who actually did something?
You're gonna want me to say Trump, but I'm not, because I don't know if that's true or not, and I'm not gonna say.
Listen, I don't care if you want to say that you don't know if it's true or not, but literally, there's multiple. Donald Trump passed the EO. Cool. I'm gonna find the EO for you because again, there's multiple actual listings of Donald Trump and his bump stock ban, and then also it's information about when the Supreme Court, because the Supreme Court ruled on it. Literally, this is an article from NPR right here. The U.S. Supreme Court has struck down the Trump-era federal ban on bump stocks, declaring that the Bureau of, I don't think I can say this.
So I looked into it.
The ATF and E exceeds its authority when banned the device. The vote was 6-3, with the court's 3 liberals in angry dissent. So the liberals were angry about this one, but the conservative Supreme Court justices said, no, Donald Trump is violating the Second Amendment right.
So, I mean, I did fact check this, and you were right. You were
Yeah.
I give that to you, that you were right, that Trump did try to put a ban on bump stocks, and I was wrong on that. You were right, but it is strange because Biden also tried this. He didn't try the same thing, but he made multiple comments much more severe than Trump. And
But
as a matter of fact,
you know what's funny though?
Trump also
You know
said
what's funny though, Jacob?
the proponent of
You know what's
concealed
funny though, Jacob? Like the fact that there's been multiple presidents who have talked about you, Jacob. There's been multiple presidents that have talked about Jacob. There's been multiple presidents that have talked about it. And Jacob, when they talk about it, Jacob, when they talk about it, when they talk about these things, the only thing I ever say is,
what's up with it, ho? How you talking about that life, but you ain't never live it though?
There's a huge difference between talking about it and doing it. So I don't even really want to talk about the talk anymore. Donald Trump did it. Now we can move on to your pivot.
You know what? I will give you that, because he did try and implement a bumper stock ban, which I think that was completely out of his fandom. But I would like to go into the point of you want a king. Could you explain?
Sure. Give me 1 second. W's in the chat for Ann, who sent a $10 donation saying he doesn't know about the bump stock ban because he was 9 years old at the time. So young and so indoctrinated. And thank you so much for that $10 donation. You're absolutely amazing. Guys, if you like to support the live, you can do so at Santana Speaks 24. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. You can also support over on YouTube if you would like to send a YouTube super chat. Do all the things, and my bad, Matthew W's in the chat from Matthews, who said a $10 donation saying, Santana, I appreciate all the education you do, and I do listen in and get knowledge from you, but I have to admit the large chunk of why I'm here, in fact, is to admire your fluffy aesthetics beard and deduct delicate Voice
together.
intentions. Listen, I got a compliment. I got a little bit, I got a
a
little
little flustered.
I did. W's in the chat for Matthew. Thank you so much for that $10 donation, guys. If you like to support, you can do so. Two quick things. One, make sure you hit that follow button. If you look up at the top and it says follow, make sure you follow this account. This is the main account now. If you want to make sure that you catch me when I go live, hit that follow button and also set the notification so you see when I go live. And Erica's up here as well, guys. Let's get her coins up. Let's get Erica coins above 1,000 coins. Let's take care of Erica while she's hanging out with us. And also make sure you hit her pay links. She has her PayPal. She has her Venmo. She even has a Zelle. Make sure we take care of that. All right, Jacob, you want to know why I said you guys want a king?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The reason why I say that MAGA wants a king, it's because anytime that Donald Trump does anything, you guys refuse to hold him accountable. And also you hold this double standard, right? I heard MAGA complain for years about Joe Biden's quote unquote cognitive decline. And you guys even coined him Sleepy Joe. But at the same time, Donald Trump has talked about windmills and whales and sharks and batteries and Arnold Palmer's junk. Donald Trump has fallen asleep at the Pope's funeral. He's fallen asleep at his own military parade. You guys made such a big deal when Joe Biden fell up the stairs, and Donald Trump has done the exact same thing. Yet you guys have been absolutely silent about his quote unquote cognitive decline, while he has rattled on and off about things that he knows nothing about, including tariffs, which has hurt us in multiple ways. And he's done things to alienate our allies. He's done things to actually harm American citizens. You guys don't hold the same standard for Donald Trump as anyone else because you want a king. You guys love to be impressed. You guys love to be oppressed. You guys scream, oppress me more, daddy.
No, that's
it's
my line.
Weird. It's weird. It's weird. And that's why I say that, Jacob.
Okay, so I mean, first off, I want to point out that even if this were true, and then I'll get to that, having a fan base that doesn't allow their leader to take
fan base.
Trump has a fan base.
Exactly. You don't think that's weird for a politician to have a quote unquote fan base?
Yeah. That doesn't constitute a king. And
but
that's
you don't think a politician having a fan base is weird?
I hold on. Let me finish. But I don't think that's weird.
Why?
Many politicians have a fan
no,
base.
they don't. They're
Bernie
politicians.
Sanders,
They're public. Bernie Sanders does not have a fan base. They're
yes,
public
he does.
service.
He went on a tour around the country.
Yes. And you know what's funny?
Okay.
I went to that actual.
So you're a fan of Bernie Sanders?
No, I'm not. He's a public servant. You guys are confused as far as how this works.
Trump was a public servant.
Exactly. You're missing the point.
So
You're
wait.
It's
okay.
Listen, hold on. Slow down, Jacob. I need you to slow down for a second and just listen to this point.
Hold on. Wait. You didn't let me finish.
No.
You
Jacob,
didn't let me finish.
Jacob, please have some impulse control.
Listen to this point.
Okay, I'll let you guys talk, even though it's unfair. But I'll let you talk.
Sure. The fair comes in the fall, and it's clearly the summertime because it's hot as shit outside. So Donald Trump, his actual quote unquote fan base is absolutely willing to unalive people for him. They buy his paraphernalia no matter what he hawks. That's why they buy Trump's shoes. That's why they buy his cryptocurrency. That's why they buy like the pieces of his suit that they sell. He's supposed to be a public servant. He works for you and me, Jacob. But yet you have people that are doing things like tattooing his name on their forehead. They're literally following him around and willing to actually, again, scream, hang Mike Pence, trying to unalive the vice president of the United States because they are quote unquote fans. That's not how things supposed to work. The floor is yours.
All right. So, I'm gonna go to my second point really quick about the fact that you said that Trump fans don't take any accountability for Trump. So to me, that's actually false. And there's a quite recent example of that. You have avid Trump supporters like Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, people like this, who are coming out right now. And I think it was at the recent Student Action Summit in Tampa, where they're criticizing Trump publicly in front of
about what?
millions of people about the Epstein files.
Cool. Now, what else have they actually had
Wait.
type
So
of
you
issues
said
with Trump
you said
about
there's no
besides the Epstein
accountability,
list?
but was that an example
There,
of accountability?
no.
No.
And the
So
reason,
then what
no.
was that? Then tell me.
No. What I'm saying is there has been a lack of historical calling them out in multiple instances. Yes, this one thing happens to be something that people are starting to call him out for, but it hasn't been as loud as it should have been. It's been days since Donald Trump buried the Epstein list, and now people are starting to get upset. And even still, there are certain people who are they're not directly blaming Donald Trump. You know who they're putting the blame on?
Starts with a P.
Who are they blaming?
Pam, the Attorney General.
Pam Bondi. They're not
They're also
blaming
blaming
Donald Trump. They're blaming Pam Bondi.
They're-
So no, there's still no real accountability. Erica has a question for you though.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you as a Trump voter, if you're able to hold them accountable. So do you feel that the Trump administration failed in their emergency response to the flooding in Texas?
Well, hold on. First off, I just want to point out the fact that I did provide an example of accountability being held. And second off,
you didn't.
I literally just asked you a question.
You didn't. You didn't because they're not putting this on Donald Trump. They're putting this on Pam Bondi.
Well, look at
so that's not holding him
Trump's
accountable.
recent X post about Pam Bondi, where he defended her on his X post or Truth post, whatever you want to call it, and his fan base attacked, like they were criticizing him, saying, "How could he defend her?"
They are, but this has not
So
been to the
that's
level
accountability.
that you're trying to make it sound. The overwhelming majority of Trump supporters are directly blaming Pam Bondi, not Donald Trump.
Exactly.
Well, either there's many Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, Megan.
So Candace
Megan
Owens
Kelly
has
at
been
that.
Candace Owens has actually quote unquote not I don't even say come to the other side, but Candace Owens has been ostracized by the right, and so she's been trying to find other ways to quote unquote make money, and so she's been adamant about speaking up about multiple things, not just this. So that's a different subject.
The right, because I'm obviously right wing because I support Trump and I still like Candace Owens, no matter how critical she is of Trump, because she brings up good, fair, logical points.
Sure. So with that being said, Jacob, here's the thing. All right. They're not asking for Trump to be impeached. They're not asking for Trump to step down. They're asking Pam Bondi to step down. I'm just going to cuss. Damn near demanding that she steps down from her position, that she resigns. So they're trying to hold her accountable for the Epstein files not being released instead of Donald Trump, who actually campaigned on the matter. He campaigned on it.
He campaigned on it, and now people are holding him accountable. There's so many clear examples of Twitter posts. There is.
You're not listening.
But the fact you guys are denying this, it's evident. It's happening right now.
Yeah.
Anywho, answer my question.
What was your question again?
My question was, all right, you as a Trump supporter, a voter of Trump, MAGA, all right, do you find any fault in the Trump administration's response to the flooding in Texas?
Well, the weather.
Here's your chance.
I forgot where the agencies called for the weather, but they released multiple notifications before.
I didn't say preparedness. I said response.
What do you mean by response? The FEMA?
Yes.
Do you understand what a response is?
I do understand what a response is, but I took the response as kind of like a prerequisite to a warning.
No, I would have said preparedness.
Jacob.
I know words.
Jacob.
Yes.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
There is no way that you can sit here and say that you think that there's no way that you can say that you think preparedness is the actual response from what happened after the flooding. We're specifically talking about what has occurred since the flooding in Texas.
And you're saying that Trump's defunding, or I don't even know if funding has caused a lack of response. That's your claim.
Yes, the people that he put into place, all right, he's responsible for that. And then their lack of response. All right. We have over 120 people unalived in the state of Texas. And it's a number of factors, FEMA being one of them. Are you willing to hold Donald Trump accountable for their lack of action? If you need me to go into detail, I'll go into detail for you.
For the FEMA lack of response.
Yes. I mean, how many times I got to say it? If I spoke Spanish, I would say it in Spanish.
I know. Hold on one second. Mo, are you a Trump supporter?
Recently, I'm not American.
Oh,
But,
okay. Wait, you're not.
But,
okay,
but
cool.
I
Hey,
did in a way support, but
you don't even go here, bro.
You can't
You
sit with
don't
us.
even go here. Find your own fascists. This is ours. Anyway, go ahead and answer the question, Jacob.
I think that was something that Trump lacked in, and it was his defunding of FEMA. I don't think he should have defunded FEMA or changed the leadership of FEMA.
Yeah. Davey, are you a Trump supporter?
100%.
Okay. Hey, Jacob. Yeah, you're not good at this. You're not good at this. Guys, tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 400,000 likes. Also, let's knock out the little kissy hearts if you don't mind. And if you like to support the live, you can do so. Santana Speaks 24, best way to support the live. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube and you like to send a YouTube super chat, you can do so, and I will read that message out. And also, guys, hit the follow button. If you look up at the top, it says follow. This is the main account now. If you are not following, make sure you follow this account and make sure we take care of Erica. Make sure we actually gift Erica and make sure we hit her pay links, her PayPal, Venmo, and her Zelle. Hey, Davey, I got a question for you.
All right. Rock on.
Do you want to play a game?
Davey, which one did you vote for? More cruelty, higher prices, less freedom, the love of isms and phobias, or did you just want a king?
I voted for no. Those are all silly things to say, really, because higher prices were caused by the Democrats bringing 12 million people into the country. Okay, if we had 100 million people in America show up tomorrow, the demand for goods and services. No, I'm just saying, if we had 100 million show up in America tomorrow. The demand for housing prices, housing and everything else would go through the roof.
Santana, you know you got the number wrong, right?
Yeah, I know. Numbers are fun.
No, I didn't say
numbers are fun.
I didn't mean to say 100
cool.
million. I was just using
no, cool.
No, bro, you meant to say
hold on.
74 billion.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Numbers are cool. Perfect. Davey, so you plan on proving me wrong, right? Cool. So, Davey, your premise is you voted for Trump for what?
To enforce immigration policy.
Okay, perfect. Now, can you give me a specific reason, or not? Sorry, not reason. Give me something specific that Donald Trump has done as far as implementing immigration policy.
Well, I mean, you can see with the ICE raids and all that kind of stuff, they're going after
That's
people
not
who
immigration
are
policy.
It is immigration policy because
That's
these
not.
people are here. Okay, have a good night, guys. You're stupid. Bye.
Oh, okay. So
Bye.
you're just gonna. Oh, guys, chat.
Bye.
He took the crash out and run. He took the crash out and run. Listen, they do that often. They're a big bag of bunch of bitches. That's it.
Can I play the skedaddle noise?
Yeah. Go ahead.
He's skedaddled.
And when we pushed back for a half a second, he ran. That's wild. Brandon, are you a Trump supporter?
Hell no, I just love your lives.
Okay, all right. I appreciate you. I'm going to drop you down. Please, guys, do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. We are only looking for some debates. Please only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are not talking to friendlies. This is not late nights. This is Sparring with Santana, and we're only looking for some debates. I'm thinking this is a mistake, but MBM, are you a Trump supporter?
They don't know they're here.
No, I didn't think they did. Let's see here. Flag, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect. Give me 1 second, Flag, if you don't mind. W's in the chat for Michelle, who sent a $1 donation saying, I'm in West Virginia. We had 2 flash floods back to back within the last month. House completely swept away. House pulled off the foundation. 9 unalive, including a 3-year-old and her mother. No help whatsoever. And out senator seat help to support Texas. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. The overall response has been absolutely wild. Thank you so much for that donation. I'm sorry to hear about what has happened in West Virginia, and I hope you're staying safe. I am so sorry. Guys, if you would like to support the live, you can definitely do so. Santana Speaks 24, best way to support the live. Everything is accepted, anything's appreciated. Also over on YouTube with the YouTube super chat. Flag, got a question for you.
May I for just a second? Hold on.
Are you reading off thank yous?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Shout out to Matthew for the 5. Said always love seeing you and Santana collab. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. Drop some hearts in the chat for Matthew, y'all.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, 1 second here.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Flag, which one did you vote for? More cruelty, higher prices, less freedom, the love of isms and phobias, or did you just want a king?
Yeah, so a little while ago, I was listening to, I think his name was Jacob.
Yep.
And I wanted to kind of go to that king point. Are you?
Okay, sure.
Could you say your?
It's your world, friend.
again?
Say it again.
Okay. I was saying, could you say your side to that again?
My premise is that MAGA in a whole does not actually hold Donald Trump and this Trump administration overall accountable. They are willing to overlook the same things that they vilified Joe Biden for in those things that are occurring in Donald Trump, while also Donald Trump is actively harming them specifically, but yet they are so enticed by him as a ruler that they don't actually say anything about all the negative things.
Yeah. Could you explain some of like the things about Joe Biden, like what?
But what about Biden? I'm not talking about Biden. We're talking about Trump. But are
Actually,
you saying the actual things?
Yeah, you mentioned how we vilify Joe Biden
Sure.
that Trump does.
Sure. They said that they said Joe Biden had cognitive decline. They talked about him being quote unquote sleepy Joe. They talked about him actually falling up the stairs. Donald Trump has continued to ramble, and not only ramble in the sense of talking about sharks, batteries, tornadoes, whales, windmills, those type of things, but he's also done stuff like when down at quote unquote alligator Alcatraz, when going through the actual questioning, they said, hey, how long are detainees going to have to stay here at quote unquote alligator Alcatraz? And no, that's
Take
right,
your time.
Alcatraz. Yeah,
That might be
and
the decline you have there.
Yeah. And then he literally, after clarifying and getting the question again, he sat there and answered the question saying, I will be in Florida all the time. I love Florida, blah, 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 blah. He also falls asleep in public. He also fell up the stairs on Air Force One. He's literally done all the things that that MAGA said that Biden did, but there's been no backlash. There's been no outcries. There's been no, oh, we need to get him out of office because you guys love the oppression. You guys literally scream, oppress me harder, daddy.
Yeah, so that's an interesting point you bring up. What I would like to address though is, I'm glad we can agree though that Joe Biden was in cognitive
That's
decline.
not what we're agreeing. I didn't say that. I said that's what MAGA said.
Okay, so you think Joe Biden was not in cognitive decline?
I think that Joe Biden was an old man. I also don't think that we are like, so this is the problem that I have with that, right? And I even have a problem with saying this about Trump because again, one, we're not physicians.
Really quick,
hold on. Let me just finish this point.
But you spoke for a little while, and I just want to respond to your
his show.
Okay,
yeah,
I understand.
You also said
you
said that we agree, and then you asked another question. So the point that I'm making is Joe Biden, we don't have access to his medical records. We're not physicians, and we're not have the direct ability to say yes that he's in cognitive decline. That's why I'm not saying that about Donald Trump. I will say that he's old, just like I said, Joe Biden is old. I will say that they've lost a step, which I agree that both of them have. And I will say that if you think that Joe Biden had cognitive decline, then you should feel the exact same way about Donald Trump.
Okay, yeah. So going to that point, I just think that it's evident. Like, I don't think we have to be a physician to see the obvious cognitive decline. But besides that, I think that if you look at the two, it's obvious that Trump is able to compose himself, and we saw that countless times during the debates. We watched. Did you watch some of the debates?
I watched
Literally,
all the debates.
I would go and I turned on to CNN, and I see CNN commentators, which we obviously know is more left leaning, and they're talking about Joe Biden and how he was not able to compete in the debates.
I agree. I agree. Listen,
So
but
then,
you know what's what's funny
so
about
you had
that,
both
though?
of them in a
Hold
room.
on.
and
But
we're
you know
saying that
what's
we-
funny? You know what's funny about that flag? If Joe Biden would not have actually been in the room, and there would have been anyone else, and Donald Trump would have performed the same way that he did, they would have been saying those things about Donald Trump. It just so happened to be that Joe Biden was worse. I will give you that. Joe Biden did horrible.
Yes, while I agree that MAGA would probably agree with whatever he says, it was CNN. CNN was also talking about how poorly he had done.
I agree.
So
again, we're not disagreeing with the thing that we're disagreeing on, though, is I am not willing to say that either one of them are in quote unquote cognitive decline. I will say, again, I will repeat this, both of them are old. Both of them have lost a step. Both of them are not capable of running the country. Like, that's my point. I draw the line at saying cognitive decline because, one, we're not physicians. Two, we don't have access to their medical records. You can say, oh, it's common sense or whatever. Like, I refuse. I can't do that.
Okay. It seems like she's raising her hand.
I am raising my hand. Thank you, Flag,
I'm
for
sorry,
noticing.
I didn't say that.
Right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You know what? I know you two want to talk about the cognitive abilities of both Biden and Trump, but Biden's not the president anymore. So I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't give a damn. All right. So with that being said, let's talk about stuff that's
Let's talk
actually
about
going
something else.
on. No, let's talk
Yeah,
about
let's talk
how
about
in
something that's
December
going
of 2022, Donald Trump put on Truth Social that a massive fraud of this type and magnitude allows for the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution. He somehow gets elected president in November of 2024. He takes office January 20th of 2025, and the man immediately starts to subvert the Constitution of the United States of America. Immediately, and he's still doing it to this day.
So I don't know.
Day.
Could you tell me what part of the Constitution he was specifically talking about?
The Fifth Amendment
Yes,
and the 14th Amendment. You know, the one about due process. He also had released a statement saying that he was looking into suspending habeas corpus, which he is actually under the radar actually doing in the state of California by not allowing people to actually see their attorneys.
Yeah,
he's not telling people why they're being arrested. I'm not finished though yet. I'm answering your question.
Yes. Okay.
All right. He's not telling people why they've been arrested. All right, that's habeas corpus, because per habeas corpus, the writ, you have to tell people why they are being arrested. That's the law. All right, and then we go into due process, where he's not allowing people to actually go before a judge still to this day. All right, even though he was told by the Supreme Court of the United States that he has to allow people to go before a judge. He has to. He can't use the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. All right, so your president, that's a king right there.
Wait, why?
Because he's doing whatever he want to do.
Why isn't he? Okay, well, first off, we have like other systems of government to protect the president from being able to do that, for prevent
not when
him
he's
from being
consolidating power and they're acquiescing to him.
Exactly.
He's
no one's
literally
holding him
consolidating
accountable.
power. Exactly. He's literally consolidating power, and then you have the House
We have
acquiescing
checks and
power
balances
to
to
him.
that, but I would like to respond to her point.
From what sense, though? You're making statements that aren't true.
Judicial. You guys love to claim how Trump is in trouble with the Supreme Court.
What part of the
for checks and
judicial?
balances, but then you say
what
that
part
it
of the
doesn't work?
judicial
I
branch
think you
is
have to
actually holding him accountable? Did they just actually give him leeway to be able to continue to do his or try to end birthright citizenship by saying that it can only be done specifically?
If the Supreme Court justified it, then clearly it must have been correct. It must have gone through the Constitution.
Sure. I'm gonna let you finish your point. I just want you to know that your
wanna talk about
premise
that
as
too.
far as quote unquote checks and balances, that's not true because of the way that the actual administration has consolidated power and the fact that Speaker Mike Johnson has ceded his power to Donald Trump, and the quote unquote conservative Supreme Court has literally continued to give him whatever he wants. Also, I'm sorry, I gotta read this off real quick before he gets too far away. W's in the chat for Andy, who sent the $5 euro to say I'm British, and it's sad to see what's happening over there across the pond. USA has dropped to 17th in the Freedom Index under Trump. Keep spreading the truth. Andy, thank you so much for the €5. I really, really appreciate that. W's in the chat for Andy. Guys, if you like the sport, you can do so. Santana Speaks 24, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All the pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. You can support over on YouTube. And make sure you take care of Erica. Sorry, go ahead, Flag.
Yeah, so I would love to go into that checks and balances after. To respond to Erica's point about habeas corpus, the people that he wasn't giving due process were illegal immigrants. And we saw that under the Alienation Act that was removed by
What act?
the Lincoln
You mean
Act.
aliens?
You mean Alien Enemies?
Yeah, the Alien Enemies Act. That was removed by Lincoln, correct?
What is you talking about?
That was put in place. That was put in place.
Baby,
by Lincoln, correct?
that was signed in 1798. All right, that was 1798. Lincoln wasn't president then. What you're talking about is
Lincoln suspended the habeas corpus.
let me talk to you. All right. What you're talking about is Lincoln suspending habeas corpus, which has nothing to do with the Alien Enemies Act. Is actually something separate. All right, and in him suspending the suspending habeas corpus at the start of the Civil War, Congress actually overruled him and said that he couldn't do it because per the Constitution, Congress is the only one that can actually suspend the writ of habeas corpus.
So
the president can't do it.
You contradicted yourself because you just showed how checks and balances work.
With
going back to the
Abraham Lincoln.
Why couldn't he have
Abraham Lincoln?
But why couldn't he have done the alien?
Because he actually had a functioning Congress that held him accountable. What?
But there's historical precedent of this working. I don't understand. And checks and balances.
Wait, when you say historical precedent, you mean back when Lincoln was president? Back during back during the Civil War?
Yes, things would have been.
When he had a Congress that was actually working on behalf of the people and not on behalf of the president. I'm really not trying to pivot, but we literally just seen senators and congressmen from the state of Louisiana, where well over 40% of their darn population is on Medicaid, vote for a bill that is cutting Medicaid. Like what? It's gonna leave them without hospitals. It's gonna leave people without health insurance, and they voted for it. One of the poorest states in the country, but you telling me that we have a darn Congress right now that works on behalf of the people? No. So back then, yes, they had a Congress that was working on behalf of the people that did the right thing. They held him accountable and said, "No, Abe, you can't do this." All right, we have to go through the right processes.
Congress only works when it fits your point.
No, it doesn't only work when it fits our point. It works when it actually works.
Exactly.
But
it's not working right now.
So it's a circular definition. That doesn't make any sense. It's
not a circular definition. How is? I'm not going to ask you how it's circular because it's not circular.
You just said.
I think the point that you're missing, right, is that
you said Congress only works when it works for the people.
Yes.
No, but that's what they're supposed to do. Aren't they voting? Aren't they public servants?
They're public servants. We've already baselined with that. That's
their
job.
Vote. Trump won the popular vote for the people.
Okay, technically he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. Technically, more people voted against Donald Trump.
Thing as technicality.
Sure.
There is and there is not.
Sure. Answer this question, Flag.
There is. No, but I would like to ask a question.
No. Flag. Answer this question. Did more people vote for or against Donald Trump in this past election?
For.
Wrong.
Okay, can you explain how? Can you fact check me how?
Sure. More people voted against Donald Trump when you look at the people that voted for Kamala Harris and when you look at the people that voted third party. More people voted against Donald Trump then voted for Donald Trump. That's why I say technically he did not, because he didn't get 50% of the electorate.
I have it pulled up right here. 77 million, and then Kamala has 75 million.
And then Kamala, and then sure. Now do the third party vote.
Well, of course.
Now do the third party vote. Now,
okay, but then
now take those numbers again. Flag. I need you. Hey.
Lock in, Flag. Lock in.
I need you to lock in.
I'm locking in. I'm locking in.
The question was,
yes,
did more people vote for or against Donald Trump?
More people voted for Trump, and we can look at that.
No.
As well.
Listen to the question one more time. Flag. No. I need you to listen to the question.
Going on for years, then,
Flag,
because always
Flag. You can't listen. I need you to put on your listening muffs, right? Like put on your listening muffs. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you can listen twice as much as you talk. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Did more people vote for or against Donald Trump? Which number is bigger? The amount of people that voted for Donald Trump, or the amount of people that
the third
did
party
not
votes,
vote for Donald Trump?
With the third party votes that did not vote for either Trump or Kamala, then yes, they did not vote for Trump.
And that's all I was saying. That's what I was saying. That's the point. Go ahead.
So then Kamala also didn't. Can you affirm that Kamala also did not receive the popular vote?
I agree. Yeah, I completely agree. And
Then
I never disputed that.
Are you
But
saying
your
that Trump
point
should not be
was
president because of that?
What I'm saying is that
He
the
won the
majority of the country, my point is the majority of the country, the majority of people that did vote wanted someone else besides Donald Trump. That's my point.
Okay, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's factual.
Oh,
it's factual. You know where the symmetry breaker is? They couldn't agree who they wanted besides Donald Trump. They could agree that they wanted someone besides Donald Trump. They just couldn't agree on who that person was. That's the point.
We're talking about popular vote. Even if you add in the third party votes that didn't vote for either Kamala or Trump, it doesn't matter. Trump had won. Trump received the most.
Donald Trump got more votes than anyone else in the 2024 election. That's the point that you're trying to make. That's the wording that you need. That's the only thing that's factual. When you talk about everything else,
I'm glad we agree.
Yeah, because you don't understand how words. Exactly, you don't understand how words work. You don't understand apparently how numbers work. The whole point is that more people that voted said we want somebody different than Donald Trump. They just could not agree who that different was. That's the point.
Okay, so I'm right.
No,
but explain. Don't get frustrated. Clearly, if you're explaining something and I cannot understand, it's because you're not explaining it in like enough information.
No. If I'm explaining something and you can't understand it, then that's a you problem, bud. You don't know how numbers work.
To represent most people.
Sure, you don't know how numbers work, and apparently you don't know how words work either. That's a you problem, bud.
Oh, okay. So yes, Trump had less votes than 2 parties put together. Can you please explain how that adds to your point?
The point that you tried to make was that Donald Trump won the popular vote, and I said that Donald Trump didn't win the popular vote because technically he did not get 50% of the vote. That's it. That's the point. That's the point.
So, Flag, you do understand that when it comes to math, in order to have the popular vote, so the majority, you have to have 50% or more, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Also, W's in the chat from Michelle, who sent a $1 donation saying Trump has never won an election against a man. You're absolutely right. And that we know why, right? This country is based on racism and sexism. That's why he's never won against a man, because when you put a man up there, then he loses. But W's in the chat for Michelle, and also W's in the chat for Alicia, who sent Erica a $5 donation.
You said
if you like to support the live, you can do so at Santana Speaks 24. Best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Also, you can support over on YouTube with the YouTube super chat. Guys, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. This is the main account now. This is the main account. I know you guys might be looking and saying, oh, it's Santana. I follow Santana. Guys, make sure you hit the follow button because this is the main account. And also turn on those notifications so you get the alerts when I do go live. Speaking of going live, Late Nights with Santana is back this Monday, and we are getting back into our conversation about intersectionality. Is going to be massive. Not only is Late Nights going to be back, but we're going to have a new look. We're going to have a new feel, and Late Nights with Santana has its own intro music. Yes, yes, yes. We have a custom-made song for Late Nights with Santana. So make sure you get back this Monday at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Late Nights with Santana, our panel discussion where we dig more into intersectionality. It is going to be amazing. Erica, you do it.
What do you want me? What do you want me to do with him? I just want to keep talking about how Donald Trump is going against the Constitution, and I talk about things that are based in facts and not his feelings.
I'm willing to go
his
into another
feelings.
point. Would you like to explore the less freedoms?
The less freedoms? Sure. Go ahead. Why did you vote for less freedoms?
I think you guys are making the claim of less freedom. Can you explain why we have less freedom?
You have to prove me wrong and tell us how we don't have less freedom.
Ma'am, that makes no sense. You guys are making the claim of less freedom. How am I supposed to present why
we have less freedoms because the fact that Donald Trump has stripped away the actual right for people to work with in the military. Donald Trump has actually okayed segregation again within federal buildings. Donald Trump has done multiple things to actually harm.
Can you explain?
I'm sorry?
Can you explain the segregation?
Yeah, Donald Trump signed an EO that actually said that government contractors no longer have to specifically say that segregation is not allowed in federal buildings. There was a specific right in where they called out and said that you cannot allow segregation. And Donald Trump signed an EO saying, nope, you can get rid of that. We can have segregation.
Well, I don't think that means that he's allowing segregation.
He did. He did.
He
because
is, if
again, he
he-
removed the clause that said that you can't have segregation.
That you can have segregation.
You remove the clause from federal buildings that say that segregation is allowed.
Yes. So what he did is that he basically told, because it was an EO signed in 1964 by Johnson, all right, that prevented segregation by federal contractors. Donald Trump signed an EO in February of 2025, allowing federal contractors to, if they want to, practice segregation in federal buildings. All right. So it is very acute that it only applies to federal contractors and federal buildings, but it still applies. So if they do want to practice the act of segregation, then by all means they can. They will not be held responsible.
I think we can all agree that that probably wasn't the main point of that ruling.
It was.
Could you tell me the name of the ruling?
EO?
Yeah.
Sure. Give me a second. I'll pull this up.
Yeah. Take your time.
Yeah.
All right. And we
Erica,
also
you
can talk
talk
about the fact that with Donald Trump, women now have less rights to their body autonomy. Even though he wasn't in office. I'm talking. I don't like that. Stop doing that. I don't like it. All right. I don't want to crash out because, like, this is Santana's. He has a level of decorum over here.
I think we can speak reasonably
not
about
not on late nights.
All right. So there's
I'm sorry,
that.
not on sparring. That's on late nights.
Good grief.
We get real ignorant in sparring.
I ain't trying to bring everything with Erica over here, but I swear to God. Okay. Anywho, what I was saying is that, all right, women have less rights to their bodies, their reproductive health. All right. Even though Trump was not president in June of 2022 when the Dodd decision was made. All right. When Roe v. Wade was overturned, it was due to actions that he took by placing, all right, 3 conservative Supreme Court judges on the bench, giving the right, aka the conservatives, the majority, where they did in fact vote to give it back to states and allow men in stuffy rooms to make decisions about what women are going to do with their uterus. All right. He did that. Okay. So that's one way that we have less freedom in this country. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I would love to go into the abortion claim.
Oh, yeah.
AB.
Oh, my God.
AB.
Oh, yeah. Please say
TikTok,
AB.
TikTok friendly language. AB.
AB.
Yeah. Also, the executive order that we're referring to, I don't know if they stopped putting numbers on the executive order, but the executive order is called Treating Americans Equally.
Treating Americans equally. I like the sound of that. It's weird.
I hear you. I mean, that's actually they branding isn't the issue because they always, Donald Trump can come up with a catchy, snazzy line, but it's on the White House, and it gives a breakdown of the actual EO and what they're looking to do, in which he repealed a 1965 order concerning federal contractors and non-discrimination. So that's exactly what that did. So yeah, he did. He actually dolled it up and gave it a fancy name, but this was literally something that targeted taking down what was a part of the 1964 Civil Rights Act. Swan, get up here. Come in. Swan, request up if you can. Get up here. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, he said he wants to talk about AB. The chat is like, no. And I'm like,
no, chat. Let him demonstrate what he knows.
All right. So as Santana would say, Flag, please demonstrate what you know about AB.
Just to respond to AB's point real quick about, Santana's point about the Segregation Act. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 is still in place. I don't know where you're getting that Trump removed it, because
I didn't say that he removed the Civil Rights Act. That's not what I said. No. That's not what I said. I did not say that he removed the Civil Rights Act. I said that he actually signed an EO specifically targeting the portion of the Civil Rights Act that upheld the removal of segregation in federal buildings. That's what I'm talking about. It's an actual the additional part of that was from 1965. So I'm not saying that he repealed the Civil Rights Act. That's not what I said. It was an addition from 1965 that specifically targeted the actual segregation. Anyway, we have two amazing black women up here, and you want to talk about AB, so get after it, bud.
Yes, I would love to talk about AB.
Sure, I want to know what your stance is, so we can disprove it. Go ahead.
So I think, like most Republicans, that the right to freedom or the right to life is like the first freedom. I think that conception begins the moment that the egg and the sperm meet, and I think abortion harms women, especially black women. So that's where I'm.
Are you black?
Bruh.
Yes, I am.
You're a black woman?
Bruh.
Flag.
I don't need to be a black woman to know that certain things harm women.
Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
There's no need to lie like that. Why are you volunteering lies?
Hold on, guys. So Flag, I'm assuming that let's see here. Yeah, you can't turn on your camera. So
no way.
There's no way for us to see if you're black, but
or you're just gonna have to take my word
Flag.
for it.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
You know why? Flag, how old are you?
18 or 19.
Cool. Sure. All right. So this is a game that I like to play called Are You Black? All right. I need to
hold
answer a
on,
couple questions
Santana.
for me, Flag.
Hold on, Santana. Chat, do not give away the answers.
Exactly. Chat, do not give away the answers. Do not chat. You better not do it because I will turn you off. Do not give away these answers. Flag. Got a question for you. Very basic introductory question.
Yeah.
Flag. What flavor is the red Kool-Aid?
Oh, that's so easy. Cherry.
Go ahead. Wrong.
Cherry.
Wrong.
Yes, it is. It's literally
You're
tropical
wrong.
punch cherry.
Sure, you're wrong. Erica, what color is what flavor is the red Kool-Aid?
Red.
It's red.
It's
red.
Don't nobody know the flavor.
It's red.
knows
That's
the
what
flavor?
the red Kool-Aid is. It's red.
I understand what you said.
I hear you. Next question. Next question.
Sure.
Next question.
Yeah.
Flag, you and your friends have been in the streets doing hot girl shit all day, and your friends are like, Flag, I want you to come and spend the night with me. How do you go ask your mom, can you spend the night with your friends?
Okay. Well, first I would just ask my mother. Listen.
Sure. Okay. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Hey, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Swan, how would you ask your mom, can you spend a night with your friends?
Damn.
Erica, answer.
I
Looking
feel
at
like
No, I said Swan.
He said Swan.
I said Swan.
I feel like I might feel this one, y'all.
Oh, she doesn't know either.
Sure. Stop talking.
A
Go
black
ahead,
woman
Swan.
doesn't know.
Hey, Flag, stop talking.
Well,
Go ahead, Swan.
I'll be all the way honest. I ain't gonna ask.
Ding 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 ding. Correct. Who would ask? Who would you send to actually say, hey, can Swan spend a night?
Upset of the friend.
Boom. Boom. You're 0 for 2, Flag. Now, last one, lightning round. This is the one where if you somehow get this, I will forget that you missed both of those 2 questions, and I will just give it to you. I will just give it to you. Flag, I need you to come off mute. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm here.
Flag, what does GTD stand for? What does GTD stand for?
I think it means.
I know I'm fucking lying. Why you always lying?
So he recorded me, cool, and
bruh,
you lost. You lost. You lost. Erica, don't crash out, Flag.
Don't
You're right here.
please don't
You're
crash
right
out,
here.
because
Don't
I live for this
I'm gonna
shit.
I'm gonna let you have the AB. I'm gonna let you have the AB conversation, but we baselined it. E, what does GTD stand for?
Got the draws, dog.
The draws, dog. Yeah. Flag, don't come up here blackfishing. You're not black. It's cool. Listen. They not like us, specifically you. Anyway, go ahead and have that abortion conversation.
He believes that conception starts when the egg meets. Sorry, that's what he said earlier. Shit was funny. It was funny.
Yeah,
I think he meant to say that
science.
life begins at conception.
Yeah, I'm glad you find that funny. It's just it's simple science. When the egg meets the
I laughed.
When the egg meets the sperm, that's when conception begins, and science has been proven that. It's unique DNA once they meet. The right to life is a first freedom. Everyone deserves it. And abortion harms women. Those are my 3 points.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What's the maternal mortality rate for Black women in this country?
I don't know. Can you inform me?
That's the problem. You don't know nothing about the maternal mortality rate, but you want to have a conversation about AB?
How would I know that off the top of my head? I'm asking
Didn't you
you.
say that you care about Black? Didn't you say that you care about Black women?
Yes, but do you know why?
You cared about, hold on,
women
stop,
can
stop.
I tell you why Black
Hold
women
on.
are affected by abortion?
Listen,
Hey, Flag, you got a little bit too much dip on your chip. When the Black women start speaking, slow down, bud. I promise you they're going to give you an opportunity to speak and demonstrate everything that you know. Stop talking and let them actually speak. Swan, floor is yours.
Yeah, so I think it's really interesting that you say you care about Black women and you think that ABs are harmful to us, but you know nothing about the maternal mortality rate. My next question for you is, do you know who J. Marion Sims is?
You asked me a question. I didn't know. I asked you to please tell me the question. Can you tell me?
I'm not going to educate you. Hold on, I have more questions for you. Do you know who J. Marion Sims is?
I don't think that's fair. You asked me a question I didn't know.
We've already listen. We've established that the fair comes in the fall and it's summertime. It's hot as shit outside. Listen, Swan is actually taking you down a path. Promise you, she has a point. Just hold her hand with a napkin in between, as Sunkiss would say, and just follow her. I promise you, she's going somewhere with this. Sorry, go ahead, Swan.
No, you're good. So yeah, do you know who J. Marion Sims was?
No, please tell me.
Okay, so those are 2 things, right? One instance, I'm gonna say both things that pertain to Black women when it comes to our healthcare system, when it comes to specifically our reproductive rights and the ways in which medical racism has negatively impacted Black women, I find it very hard to believe that you care about the well-being of Black women when you know nothing about the very things that are significant to our experience when it comes to being pregnant, when it comes to going to the doctors, right? In terms of us going to see a gynecologist or an obstetrician. I think that this is problematic. Like, you can't sit here and tell me that you care about Black women and our well-being when it comes to us having children when you don't know anything about those two things. J. Marion Sims was a white man who conducted unethical experiments on young Black girls and women, right, for the sake of gynecology. And I want to say almost 100% of the people he experimented on unalived. And this was without anesthesia. And this is something that's problematic and negatively impacts us today. And you have the audacity to sit up here with your pasty chest and to say that you think something is good for us when you know nothing about us. I'm gonna land there, Erica. I'm gonna pass to you because I don't want to hear anything you have to say, Flag. I don't.
Yeah, I think that doesn't devalue what I have to say.
I think it does, though.
Well, can I please speak?
No, I think it does. I think it does, though, because
wait,
Flag,
please. I just
wait,
listened to her.
one
Can I
second,
just respond
Yeah,
for
sure.
second?
No, one second, guys. Make sure we're taking care of both Swan and Erica up on the panel. These, first and foremost, as Erica would say, Black women labor is not free. So make sure we're taking care of Swan and Erica. Give both of them. Make sure you're hitting both of their palings, and make sure you give them a follow. And speaking of follow, if you see the word follow up there, that means you're not following this account. Go ahead and follow this account. But specifically, take care of these two Black women as they do all the heavy lifting in this conversation. Because Flag, the quick question I have is, how's your uterus treating you?
Well, can I first explain?
Just real quick. When's the last time you had your uterus checked?
The same time as yours.
Exactly. That's my point. Anyway, go ahead, E.
Okay.
I don't think that's fair. She just asked me a question. I'd like to respond to her.
Why do you
point.
keep saying fair? She says she doesn't want to speak to. Okay, you
Life ain't fair, boy.
Direct that that towards Erica, because Swan
Life's
said she
not
didn't
fair?
want to talk to you.
Yeah, literally, I thought I was talking to my son for a moment. Life ain't fair.
You know who would
fair
say
comes
life's
in the
not
fall.
fair? That doesn't make any. Are we here to have a debate? Or are we here to be childish?
What you keep talking about fair? You keep talking about fair.
Of
like
course, it's
literally.
ironic because Democrats usually talk about being fair.
No,
I know.
we don't, you know what you have a misconception of. Listen,
I just would like to respond to her point.
Hold on. No. I need to make sure you're clear, and I need to make sure that you are clear and understand this. You may think that you're speaking to someone else, but you're up here talking to a panel full of Black people. Listen, we don't do fair because we don't get fair, so we don't talk about fair. Anyway, W's in the chat for Alicia, who sent a $10 donation, said, "I've had 5 abortions this week, and it didn't harm me." W's in the chat for Alicia for that $10 donation. Thank you so much. Anyway,
and
you
shout
can
out.
respond, but
I want to shout out people too.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Marie for the 7. Marie said over daily budget, but honestly, I'm loving the teacher vibe with these people. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you, Marie. Thank you so much.
You can go ahead and respond, but please direct it towards Erica, because Swan said, Swan said, that's what Swan said. So direct it towards Erica, please.
Okay, Erica, is there a point that you want me to respond to that Swan said, or do you want me to respond to some points you have?
We did all of that just for you to say that. Okay. What the fudge, man? What the fudge? Anywho, man. Okay, I'm gonna say something. All right. My thing is that
and I asked you if I could respond to you. I think that's being quite respectful.
1, 2.
So I don't understand the issue. Do you want me to respond to Swan or no? Because I will respond to some of Swan's points.
It also includes women's reproductive health.
She brought up 2 people.
All right. So these things like cancer
Flag,
screening,
you have to pick a struggle. You can't either you can respond to Erica, or you can let Erica respond, but you can't do both at the same time. It's not possible, bud.
Okay, so Erica, can you tell me the statistical number that Swan said? Can you tell me the number to that?
Oh, you want me to answer the question for Swan? Oh, sure. I'll be more than happy. Black women are more than 3 times likely. I'm answering your question.
Looking at the
hey, flag.
There's no side screen. I'm literally looking here.
No, that's fine. You don't have to justify that. Flag. We literally just went over this, bud. We literally just went over this one. When Erica talkie, You no talkie. Go ahead, E.
When things are fair for my people, things will be
Again,
fair for
listen, bud, I swear before Jeebus, if you don't stop saying fair, it does
You
not
can't say
work
fair
that
for the rest of
way.
the
Please
day.
don't use Jeebus's name in vain.
I will call on Jeebus whenever I want to call on him because you know what? Jesus was a goddamn communist, and you don't talk to me like that. W's in the chat for Eva who sent a $30 donation saying great debates. Please add payments for so $30, 10 goes to me, 10 goes to Erica, 10 goes to Swan. Thank you so much.
Where's my
Eva,
money?
We
Do I get
appreciate it.
some?
Bro, I'm seriously stop talking. Go ahead and let Erica answer the question.
Oh my God. Black women are 3 times as likely to unalive during childbirth. So during labor. That's the answer to your question. You didn't know that, but you care. I answered your question. Now what? He got to consort with his friends in the background. Go ahead.
Yes.
Let us know when the meeting is over.
I'm watching TV because you're getting boring.
Sure.
I
Sure,
hear
buddy.
you. That's what happens anytime you get smoked in a debate. You try to start deflecting.
Swan, I want to respond to Swan because I don't think that's fair that she just brought up a statistic.
Bro, why do you keep saying fair? Like you're being a whole child right now. Stop whining and actually engage with the people that's trying to engage with you. Listen, it's called consent, bud. Learn it. Learn consent. Learn consent.
Erica, do you know who founded Planned Parenthood?
Hold on, give me a second. I wanted to make a decision. All right, Swan and Santana. Should I pretend that I don't know that it was Margaret Sanger, or just say that it was Margaret Sanger?
Because this guy doesn't know stuff.
Okay, all right. It was Margaret Sanger.
Perfect. I just want to make sure you know the same thing. Do you know that 79% of abortion facilities, and I'm looking this up right now, are located in minority neighborhoods? Do you think that's right?
Wow, this is a cool talking point we've never heard. Sorry, go ahead.
This one before.
No,
I didn't know that. Tell us more. Sorry, I'm an asshole.
Enlighten us,
I'm glad to inform you, Erica. You didn't understand, and I'm glad to inform you.
Sure,
listen,
please enlighten
the
us.
bottom of the issue is black women are marketed for abortion. Margaret Sanger went and when she talks about abortion, she openly. Oh my God. I bet you, how is that not true? If they're placed in abortion facilities are placed
AB
in black neighborhoods.
Stop saying the word TikTok friendly language. AB.
How come AB facilities are placed in black neighborhoods?
Or are they placed in suburban neighborhoods? Think about what you just asked. That's why we told you that you got to know words. Think about what you just asked.
It would make more sense that if they were placed in suburban neighborhoods, they would probably make more money. Right or wrong? Because suburban neighborhoods have more money. But if you're placing them in black neighborhoods, it's clear that you're trying to incentivize black women to have abortions.
Hold on.
Okay, I have a question. Can you please list 5 services that Planned Parenthood provides?
Also, W's in the chat for Nicole. Nicole sent a $10 donation. Said, "Please tell him he has no right to talk about AB." Listen, I've tried to. Right.
Wait, so if I don't have a right,
about the uterus. I've already verified that he doesn't have one.
You don't have a right either.
Exactly. That's why I'm sitting here letting these 2 black women slap you around. And now we got my sister Sean up here. Oh,
hey Sean. I'm gonna shut up in 2 seconds. I do want the answer to this question though, but I'm gonna read these 2 off. Shout out to Chase for the 10. Chase said, "Thanks for the information and perspective you ladies bring to the table. Thank you so much." And also Sophie sent over 20 and asked that it be split between me, Swan, Santana, and Liv. She said, "I love y'all so much. Thank you for teaching not only me but so many others. Please never stop." Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Sophie and Chase. Thank you guys. All right, answer the question.
Also, guys, while Sean is up here, make sure we're taking care of Sean as well. Take care of Sean as well. Make sure we're gifting Sean and hitting Sean's pay links. I'm sorry, go ahead, E.
I want him to answer the question. Name 5 services that Planned Parenthood provides.
I don't need to. What I want to understand.
No, you do need to. I want you to name 5 services that Planned Parenthood provides so that you can know and you'll learn something today that is not just about ABs.
Erica.
No, tell us. 5 services.
I understand what you're asking. And
do you understand what I'm asking? Because you haven't answered the question.
Did you just say that you're going to ignore it?
Why?
Wait, no, Flag. Did you just say that you're going to ignore the question that Erica just gave you?
No, I'm trying to ignore you right now. I'm trying to listen to Erica. Please let Black women speak. Erica.
It's the audacity, the unmitigated gall.
Bruh.
Answer the question.
Capacity.
Please stop speaking, Erica. I can't hear you over there. Can you please?
Repeat your question for the mediocre white man, E.
Can you
Name
mute yourself
5
because there's like a fuzzy
services.
thing going on with your mic. I can't hear her.
5 services that Planned Parenthood provides.
Abortion.
AB.
I swear to God.
AB. They also give condoms.
Keep Googling. Yeah, he's going back on
He's
mute.
consorting with the
try to
friends
phone
in
a
the
friend. That's
back.
fine.
I
Yeah,
told
he's
you
trying
it
to phone a
was
friend. It's fine.
Erica.
Go
No,
ahead.
honey.
Who are you,
I am
wait, who are
not-
you talking to? Wait, what
It's
did you
my-
say?
Are you going to interrupt me?
Yeah, I am.
You're
Shut
doing
the fuck
too
up.
much.
W's in the chat for Alicia. Alicia
Erica,
sent
you
a
bring up-
$15 donation saying,
up
back
a
at it again to say, it's so crazy how these type of people act like they care about Black women and about Black communities only when it's beneficial to the point they're making. You're absolutely right. They use it as a talking point, and that's all that they absolutely do. Guys, W's in the chat for Alicia. Thank you so much for that $15 donation. If you'd like to support the live, Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Best way to support the live. You can also support over on YouTube with the YouTube Super Chat. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, like the stream, and also make sure you hit a follow. Make sure you follow me here on TikTok as well. This is the main account. Let's get the likes up to 500,000 likes. Let's take care of Erica, Swan, and Sean. All of them have their pay links in the bio. And I promise you, Black women, labor is not free. Take care of my amazing, amazing panel. Make sure you give them all a follow. Not this guy. He is an ass clown. Make sure you follow everyone else, though, and make sure you take care of each and every one of them. E, I don't think he's going to be able to answer your question, but I also think Sean has something as well.
Yeah, but I am going to say that Planned Parenthood is more than just ABs. All right. They provide cancer screening, both uterine along with breast. They also do STI and STD testing. They do pregnancy services. They do sex ed or schmex ed. Sorry. All right. They do many things along the lines of reproductive health and safety. That is what Planned Parenthood is for. So in areas that would lack resources and access to such education, wouldn't it be advantageous for Planned Parenthood to be located in those areas? Because again, it's not just about ABs. With that said, I'm finished. Shout out to Emmanuel for the $5. Emmanuel said it's very easy to see who doesn't interact with people in real life and are just cornball weirdos. I'm just a messenger. Guest probably never talks to women in real life and is probably safest for society. He stays far away from y'all. True that.
Also,
Period.
W's in the chat for Andrea, who sent a $2 donation in a heart. Thank you so much for that $2 donation, Andrea.
Erica, you're right. I'm uninformed when it comes to that. But could you please can you explain why Black women have higher rates of?
I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm Sean.
Yeah, exactly. Sean has it in medical racism. Look it up. Sean, what you got for this guy?
Please enlighten me. I would like to know why Black women
stop talking. Sean, what do you have for this guy? You know, Sean, he came up here and tried to blackfish and couldn't answer not a nail question. Sean, he didn't even know what GTD stands for.
Okay. Okay.
The floor is yours, Sean.
If Planned Parenthood is advertising for Black women to get abortion, ABs, then show any advertisements for
it. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what you said. I thought we only said women can talk about ABs.
Hey, Flag, this is your last warning. Don't start that bullshit.
No, it's cool. It's just
engage in the conversation. Sean, hey,
this is just Flag coming out.
Hold on. I need you to hear me when I say this, and I'm not even joking right now. One more ounce of bullshit and you can go. You've already been dismantled piece by piece. Engage with the conversation or you can get the fuck out of here. And I'm being serious right now.
You don't cuss.
Listen, I'm not playing with you. Either engage with the conversation or you can leave.
I thought we just said only black women could talk about
Yeah.
babies.
So this is what we're gonna do, because now you're just being a piece of shit, and that's what I will not have. Period. You're an insignificant, weak child, and I'm not playing those games with you. You can fuck all the way off. I apologize about my language, chat, but he's a bitch. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are not talking to friendlies. We are only talking to Trump supporters. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We're not talking to friendlies. We are only talking to Trump supporters. Jenny, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I'm on the other side, but I completely disagree with your abortion stance or AB stance.
AB,
and I wanted
but
to
you
discuss
just to
that.
verify, you're a Trump supporter.
I don't, but I completely
Who did you
disagree
vote
with your
for?
AB.
You voted for who?
RFK.
Okay. Sean, do you want to talk to this person?
Chat. What are we talking about in particular?
I don't fucking know.
I just wanted to. I'm wondering why you guys aren't pro-choice all 9 months.
Oh, this is the person that I heard this debate. Who were you talking to? Dean? I heard you talking to Dean about this.
Yeah, I've talked to Dean about this.
Yeah, I'm pro-abortion all 9 months.
Oh, okay. Are all of you guys pro-abortion all 9 months?
Bro, engage with Sean. Just stop looking around the panel trying to figure out who you can pick with. Sean, talk to Sean.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know. Sean, are you pro-abortion all 9 months?
Yes.
Great, that's okay. I assumed you guys had the 22-week, but then we're good.
Where are my tomatoes?
That's all you got, bud?
But yeah, no, that's all.
Is that the basis of who you are, period? Like, do you have no other substance except that? Because again, I've heard you say that to multiple people. Is that the only debate that you have?
Well, that's one thing I hold strong on. We shouldn't violate women's bodily autonomy.
Sure, I hear you, but do you have no other substance outside of that one thing?
No, I do. I disagree with everything.
Okay, let's hear what else you got.
Yeah. Well, everything else we agree on. So.
Yeah. You said you voted for RFK Jr.
Yeah, because I don't like either candidate.
We don't agree on shit.
The only reason I don't agree with anything he says, I just didn't. I knew my vote wouldn't go to Kamala or Trump.
Yeah. Okay. So you voted to harm people. What was your moral high horse about? What was it that was so bad that you had to say, "Oh, I can't vote for Kamala. I would much rather vote for the other felon, not Donald Trump"?
Because I think the left and the right are both the issues.
Sure. Can you give me something specific when you say the left and the right's the issue? What is the issue on the left that is equal to the constitutional crisis that the right has us in currently?
They both are filled with a lot of racism. They both are violating human rights on whether that's race, part of the LGBTQIA plus community, all of that. And so I don't agree with both. For me, I don't even agree with the.
Sure. So your premise is to actually vote third party and then allow the party that is actively being overwhelmingly harmful to actually continue to take power. Your premise is that, oh, things are so bad for everyone else, I'm just gonna vote for RFK Jr. and then allow Donald Trump and the Trump administration, who are actively talking about kicking transgender people out of the community, actively talking about stripping away rights for women, actively talking about ending quote unquote DEI, which is just the code word for the N word. You listened to all of that and said, you know what? This moral high horse that I sit on is way more important, and I'm going to continue to ride my moral high horse.
Obviously, Trump is way worse than Kamala. I am not denying that. But I'm not a fan of either, so I decided to vote third party because I knew third party wouldn't win. Because I don't feel comfortable voting for either of them.
You're stupid. Swan, do you want to talk to her?
I'm just not understanding anything that you're saying. I'll be all the way honest. I don't understand anything that you're saying. It just none of it makes sense. I mean, I guess if you could pick one major issue in this country right now, what would it be? And what would your solution be?
I mean, out of what's going on with Trump's administration right now, I would say apart from AB, it's our immigration.
Okay, yes. We'll just okay. I guess avoid his like administration, but so immigration. What's your issue with immigration?
Yeah, my issue is the way he's handling it. In the Constitution, it says everyone gets the right to due process if they were in this country. Whether it doesn't state here legally, illegally, citizen, not citizen. So I disagree with that a lot. I think we should go for a mass amnesty.
Meaning you would.
Meaning we give undocumented immigrants a pathway to citizenship. Obviously, unless they have a criminal record.
Do you think that there's an issue with immigrants coming over here and committing crimes?
I mean, I think there's an issue with everyone committing crimes, but I think if someone's already over here and they commit a crime, they're legally here and we give them that pathway to citizenship and then they commit a crime, it doesn't mean they should get deported because they're here.
I guess I'm just asking because like a lot of people that's a negative stereotype that a lot of people place onto migrants and
no, the majority their crime rates are lower.
Yeah, okay. No, I just was checking to make sure that you weren't placing that on them. Because I think adding that in there still is kind of like you saying that like people are gonna assume that if you add that in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt you. What I meant by that is giving everyone that way to citizenship, but also, you know, being able to know who's here. And obviously little crimes, like if you stole a fucking cupcake from Walmart, I don't care. Like, you can come in. I'm talking about like felonies, I would more say.
I don't know. I think
I might switch it.
It's difficult for me to understand like why you would think that you voting third party wouldn't contribute to Trump getting elected. I never understood that mentality. But I also think that like I can't necessarily like pinpoint what your political ideology is specifically because
she leans left.
I
She
lean
leans
left,
super
but
left.
I lean very far left.
Exactly.
Farther than, I'm a leftist. Like
I guess
I have a
I
question.
guess what would no, sorry, go ahead, Erica.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Swan, because I'm actually going to take it somewhere else because I think a vote for RFK gave him credence. It lent credence to this man and actually put him in a position to where he was seen as someone that, you know, is popular, that people like. And all Donald Trump cares about is that people like people. That's all he cares about. He fucking loves a popularity contest. All right.
Mhm.
But RFK is the same guy. And I'm reading these. I'm going to read these off. He's the
Before
same
you
guy.
do real quick, E, let me just hop
Sure.
in just half a second. Two quick things. One, W's in the chat for Hype, who sent a $4.99 YouTube super chat to say, why would you vote for brainworms? Absolutely. Absolutely. And W's in the chat for Hype, who also sent a $1.99 YouTube super chat to say, Katie, 9 toes kick. Thank you so much for that YouTube super chat. Also, W's in the chat for Chase, who sent a $10 donation saying, hey, Santana, just want to shout out Erica and Swan for the information and the perspective they provided. Can't discount Sean either for the logic she always brings to the forefront. Have a blessed night. Thank you so much for that, Chase, that $10 donation, and also that shout out. If you like to support live, you can do so. Santana Speaks 24, best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. You can support over on YouTube with the YouTube super chat. Make sure you're taking care of the amazing panel that I have up here, Erica, Swan, and Eli. Last but not least, we do have a subscriber goal, right? We need 15 more subs to hit our subscriber goal. But I want to call out something because you get a lot of wonderful things with being a subscriber. You get access to an amazing a fast pass to join the panel with Late Nights with Santana, but you also get two really cool features. One is called My Question, where when I'm doing brunch with my creator, you get priority to come up and ask your question. And the other thing is called Tag Me In, where you can actually use your Tag Me In when I'm debating a Trump supporter, and you can come up and you can actually help me debate. Now, guys, I want to be clear with that tag me in feature that I normally don't do it when there's friendlies on the panel. Now, I have done it in the past when there's been one friendly already on the panel. You can join the tag me in, and myself and the other friendly will stop and let you actually do the debate. But we have Erica up here right now. We have Swan up here right now. We have Eli up here right now. With that being said, unfortunately, we are not using the tag me ins during this time. We would have to use it at another time when there's one or no friendlies on the panel. I apologize, but that tag me in feature is not used when there's multiple friendlies on the panel. I just want to be clear about that because I know certain people want to actually use it. I apologize, but not at this moment. I'm sorry. Go ahead, E.
No worries. All right, you're so corporate. All right, anywho.
I do want to say something to Santana real quick, if that's okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I just want to say I do think it's, you know, a good dimension. It's cool that you're bringing up women to discuss topics like that. And
These are just my friends. I mean, these are people that are smarter than me. So that's why they're here.
No, I'm just saying I think it's nice that, you know, you're still having that. So I just wanted to say that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. Debbie's in the chat for Unique for the sub. Yeah, listen, these people hang out with me all the time. So, you know, there's that. And I hang out with them. I literally share spaces in community. I love the people on the panel. So like I trust them to, you know, take care of the show. Anyway, go ahead, E.
All right. So what I was saying was that in regards to RFK, voting for him, because he got almost 50% of the third party vote. He only came behind Jill Stein. So with that being said, in Trump's eyes, because he loves a good popularity contest, this guy looked like someone who the people would actually like. All right. Now, with that being said, RFK is now in charge of our Health and Human Services Department. That's his job. This is a man who full-heartedly does not believe in autism. He thinks autism is something to be fixed. All right, meaning that there is something wrong with our children who live with autism. All right. He has gone on record, literally saying out of his own mouth that it is a preventable disease.
He's also said vaccines cause it.
Is that you voted for him? Do you believe that vaccines cause autism?
No. RFK is fucking crazy. The only reason
But you voted for him, and you say you voted for him because you knew he wasn't gonna win. If you actually cared about harm reduction, you would have put your vote into Kamala Harris. All right. So we know. I'm not finished. We know what you did, Jenny. We understand I don't understand it. I'm gonna fucking lie there. All right. We know what you did. All right. Moving forward. All right, because you see the harm that a Trump presidency is actually doing to people. Swan talked to you about it in regards to immigration. All right, he's not offering amnesty.
Like,
are you making a mango
nada? Am I making a what?
A mango nada.
No, I wish.